Calaroga Shark Media.
Hello and welcome to Palace Intrigue. I am your host, Mark Francis. In a recent editorial, TV journalist Dan Wootton has warned of an impending Netflix hammer blow for Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. According to Wootton, Netflix is expected to terminate its $100 million deal with the Sussexes, which was signed in 2020. Wootton cites Puck's newsletter, edited by Matthew Belloni, the former editorial director of The Hollywood Reporter, which also hinted at this possibility, aligning with rumours that Wootton himself reported back in June. Wootton further reveals that a source close to the royal family has confided that King Charles III is deeply concerned about the financial implications for Harry and Meghan if they lose their Netflix deal. The source stated, "This is the king's worst nightmare. He's horrified, suggesting that the monarch fears the couple could face significant financial difficulties if their lucrative partnership with the streaming giant comes to an end." Of course, Meghan's upcoming cooking show could become a massively viral hit, leading to an extension of the deal. Meghan also has her podcast with Lemonada Media in development, a podcast that has been pushed off until 2025. Lemonada is also reportedly on the market to be sold. Royal commentator Richard Fitzwilliams told The Mirror, if they lost this Netflix contract with Archewell, their business and charitable foundation having so few donors, they might well be in financial trouble. Since their exposés of royal life has made mega bucks, but little else has made money, the royal family better hope that this unpredictable and ruthlessly ambitious couple stays with Netflix. Royal author Robert Jobson was not impressed by the Colombia trip, writing, "They tried to give it an impression of quasi-royal tour. They had elements of politics and elements of caring for young kids. At the end of the day, what I don't understand is, if Meghan and Harry wanted to do quasi-royal tours, why not stick around and do it properly? Then they would have been doing it for the king and country, which is what Harry always bangs on about." He suggested Meghan and Harry do things that are authentic rather than conduct loads of outfit changes. He added, "I think they need to work out what they want to do. They don't come across as particularly authentic." Harry and Meghan might face the potential loss of their royal titles and positions in the line of succession, but a lesser-known provision could offer them protection. The Statute of Westminster, 1931, requires that any changes to the line of succession or royal titles receive the approval of all the parliaments in the 14 realms where King Charles III is the sovereign. This provision makes it complicated to remove Harry and Meghan from their royal positions without widespread international consent. In Canada, a country with strong ties to the monarchy, many monarchists, including Gary Toffoli, the executive director of the Canadian Royal Heritage Trust, are likely to oppose any such move. Toffoli highlighted that the Duke and Duchess of Sussex have maintained a closer connection to Canada than other senior royals such as Prince William and Princess Kate. He pointed out that the majority of Canadians supported the Sussexes' original plan to live part-time in Canada and continue royal duties with security support, a plan that was ultimately blocked by the palace. The strong connection to Canada could serve as a buffer against any attempts to strip the Sussexes of their titles or alter their position in the line of succession. Toffoli and other Canadian monarchists would likely lobby the Canadian Parliament to withhold its consent if such a move were ever proposed. Additionally, there are concerns within the royal establishment about the couple's influence and potential impact on the Commonwealth, especially given their upcoming visit to Canada for the Invictus Games in 2025. The trip has sparked discussions about the importance of maintaining a positive relationship with Harry and Meghan, particularly given their past critical remarks about the Commonwealth. Some believe that repairing this relationship might be beneficial to avoid any diplomatic incidents during their visit. In the Daily Mail, Richard Eden suggests that King Charles leave Prince Andrew alone. Eden writes, "Royal Lodge is not owned by the king, but by the independent Crown estate, and despite claims to the contrary, could not be let to a private tenant instead of the Yorks." Intriguingly, more than one friend of the Yorks has suggested the same theory to me as why this eviction campaign has begun. Could it be that the king sees Royal Lodge as a potential future home for Queen Camilla were she to outlive him? Whatever the motivation, it seems bizarre to me that the king is stepping up pressure on his brother when he should be concentrating his attention on another former working royal, his younger son, Prince Harry. For all his failings, Andrew can never be accused of disloyalty, despite the myriad indignities he has suffered. Neither the Duke nor the Duchess of York has ever whispered so much as a word of criticism against the royal family. That stands in stark contrast to the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, who have made a career out of disloyalty. Surely the king doesn't want to risk his brother and Fergie following the example of Harry and Meghan and seeking to make a fortune out of criticising the monarchy. My advice to His Majesty is stump up the security bill for Royal Lodge without complaint and let Andrew stay. Rather than get bogged down in this particular dispute, the king ought to turn his sights on Harry and Meghan before they set off on yet another troublemaking faux royal tour. That doesn't mean Andrew should go unpunished. Along with Harry, he should be stripped of his role as a Councillor of State. He and Harry should also be removed from the line of succession. Palace Intrigue will be right back. Princess Martha of Norway and her fiancé Durek Verrett are set to marry on Saturday in a ceremony that aims to offer a memorable experience for their guests. The wedding, which will be held at the Geringer Fjord in western Norway, is expected to be attended by members of foreign royal families as well as close friends and family. Guests have been asked to adhere to a cool and sexy dress code. Princess Martha, 51, first met Durek, a shaman, in 2019 through a mutual friend. The couple has stated that they believe they knew each other in a past life, specifically in ancient Egypt. The wedding will take place at the Hotel Union in Geringer Village, a 4-star hotel known for its picturesque location in a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The couple plans to start the celebrations 2 days before the wedding with a meet-and-greet party at Hotel 1904 in the coastal town of Alisund. The pre-wedding festivities will also include a boat ride along the Geringer Fjord and a Latin American-themed party with salsa dancing at Hotel Union. Princess Martha's 3 daughters, Maud Angelica, 21, Leah Isadora, 19, and Emma Tallulah, 15, are expected to be among the 7 bridesmaids. The ceremony will be officiated by parish priest Margaret Lovis Holt, with Reverend Michael Beckwith, known for his appearances on Oprah Winfrey's Super Soul podcast, also participating. Princess Martha, who describes herself as spiritual and clairvoyant, began her relationship with Durek after the death of her first husband, Ari Ben, in 2019. The relationship has been marked by controversy, leading to Princess Martha stepping back from her royal duties due to Durek's controversial views, including statements made in his book, Spirit Hacking, which was banned in Norway. Princess Martha's parents, King Harald and Queen Sonja, as well as her brother, Crown Prince Haakon, and his wife, Crown Princess Mette Marie, are expected to attend the wedding. However, it remains unclear whether Marius Borg Høiby, the son of Crown Princess Mette Marie, will be present following his recent legal troubles. Their engagement, announced in June 2022, was a deeply meaningful moment for the couple. Durek proposed under an oak tree at a horse farm in California, using a specially designed engagement ring that carries various symbolic elements, such as a Viking knot for eternal love and diamonds representing Princess Martha's 3 daughters. And there you have it. If you'd like to email us, our address is thepalaceintrigue@gmail.com. Please send us an audio message with your suggestions or comments or pronunciations of everybody I've messed up in this story. I'm Mark Francis. My thanks to John McDermott. This is Palace Intrigue, and good times.